This is Let's Talk About It. Good evening. We're here in beautiful downtown Detroit. It's kind of rainy here in Detroit right now, the weather, but I love the rain. You're listening to Let's Talk About It. I'm your host, T. Pablo, and Let's Talk About It is on DetroitHotRadio.com. We're going to talk about JaRay, his music, his aspirations. We're going to listen to some of his songs. Now, his music is outstanding. You're going to love it. I think he got a good chance of being a star. I know Detroit Hot Radio is going to do its part. We promote Detroit artists here on this station because we understand how hard it is to get syndicated radio stations, you know, the big boys, to play your music. They're only interested in national acts. If you don't have what they call national appeal, as far as what their criteria is all about, then you don't make it. And I'm tired of other people telling us what the criteria is to be a seller of your music. We got enough people in our community to sell enough music where you can feed your family and live good, as a matter of fact. Selling your music to us. All you artists out there, get yourself together and put in that sweat equity. Come and see Detroit Hot Radio. Send us your music. Our social media marketing director, Andrea, LB, and her crew, they're going to listen to your music. If it passed the smell test, it's on Detroit Hot Radio. You don't have to be already national, be local. But we want your quality as good as national. That's what you want to shoot for, good quality. It'll be accepted by everyone. Detroit was a mecca for exposing artists to the world. The best artists, the best musicians came and still come out of Detroit. I know a lot of young people that's cutting records. I got them in my family. I know what they sound like. I know what they're doing. They're competitive as anybody else out there. I think our guest is here.
Hello.
Hello. What's your name? And where you calling?
Hey, what's up? This is JaRay.
This is JaRay, the brother I was telling y'all about, who got the outstanding music. Y'all gonna love his music, I'm telling you. He got the girls screaming. He's a nice looking guy. And he's a young guy, so he's got a lot of mileage and he's ready to go. Without further ado, we're gonna talk to JaRay. How you doing, JaRay?
Man, I'm doing good. Thanks a lot. Appreciate the intro.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. It's good to have you on the show. How you feel today?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm just getting off work. I'm an artist, but I also work full time, so I'm literally just getting off work at 7.
Well, you're a smart artist. You're a very smart
right.
artist. So that's a wonderful thing that you're doing. And keep your art alive. We got some music by you. First of all, people want to know, are you a Detroiter?
Of course. Born and raised in Detroit.
What school did you go
to? I went to Detroit School of Arts.
That was your high school?
Yep.
Wow. No wonder your music sounds so good. That's outstanding. When did you get into music?
I actually started singing when I was a little kid. I mean, all my life I've been kind of shy, and then it was one time I was on a church bus, and I was singing, and there was one of the church leaders was like, "Oh, you sound good," and I was like a little kid. And from that point on, I had in my head oh, I can sing. And then as I went to school, got more involved with school choir and church, it just became a passion. And then I decided when I was 19 that I wanted to do it professionally. And I recorded my first song and been at it since then, really.
When you're in the studio, do you have any input on the mixing or the mastering?
Yeah, I do. My producer is crazy dope. His name is JaRay Campbell.
We're going to send a shout out there to JaRay Campbell.
Yeah, but man, he's crazy talented. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why I continue to work with him, because it's a collaboration. He appreciates and listens to my input and what I'm trying to bring to life with the music.
That's outstanding. Who writes your music? Do you do most of the writing, or is it a collaboration?
I write most of it. Sometimes when I'm in the studio, I might not know how I want to say something. I know what I want to say, but don't know the best way to say it or put it into the song. And so, yeah, that's where the producer comes in sometimes. And so, yeah, it's a collaboration with that, too. For the most part, yeah, I write most of it myself.
We're going to go ahead and listen to some of your music. And the first one out of the box is going to be Bad One. That's my favorite. that's one of my favorites. Well, I got a bunch of favorites of yours, but this is one I have to tell you, I gotta feel they so good. I can't say which one is the best, but they all my favorite. But anyway, we're gonna play this song called "Bad One" by JaRay. I think you're gonna like it. So without further ado, we'll be right back after this.
Tell somebody about the best internet radio station in Detroit. It's Detroit Hot Radio.
That song. How did you come up with that song?
I actually had like a bunch of tracks that some producers had sent me. There was this track, it was like a classical type beat to it. It kind of reminded me of somebody I used to have a crush on or whatnot. And so that's where the concept of the song came in. But I literally wrote it to this classical type beat, took it to the studio to record it, and then my producer was like, man, it's sweet, but the beat, he was just like, you know, it don't really fit the direction that we're trying to go with the album. So I was like, well, let's try to see what you can do with it. He made the track, like, completely, he took it to another level.
Yeah. It got some different movement. Even at one time, it felt like a little house going on, you know?
Oh, yeah.
It'd be pumped, it'd be bumping and stuff. So I really like that song. It's a combination of romantic and dance.
I
really like that. Where have you performed that? Have you performed all over the world or nationally or locally?
I haven't performed all over the world yet, but that's definitely one of the goals. I've done some local performances. I've done some out-of-town stuff. Mainly, most of what I do is in Detroit, though, because I work, and like it's kind of challenging, you know, trying to get time off to do music and stuff and work full time.
Let me be the first to say it on this radio station, ladies and gentlemen. His music is going to take him around the world. Ain't no question about it. We got another song. We don't want to take up all this time talking because these people want to hear your music, man. We talked about it and talked about it. This next song, the ladies really loves this song. As a matter of fact, Misty Love, who's the founder of the Detroit Black Music Awards, said, you better play this song by JaRay. So we play it. It's called I'd Rather. We're going to talk about this song once we hear it, ladies and gentlemen. And this goes out to the ladies. Well, all his songs really goes out to the ladies. I think you're going to like it. This is I'd Rather by JaRay.
It's you and me, and we're loving every minute of it. Just you and me, the way it's supposed to be. The conversation's just right, and dinner lit by candlelight. It's getting closer to the time at night, and I don't wanna leave, no, 'cause I like it when you laugh at me, and my jokes ain't even funny. I love it when you cling to me, girl. You be so cute, the little things you do. I hate to have to leave. Good night and goodbye. Say goodbye. I just wanna stay with you. Say goodbye. I just wanna stay with you. I just wanna spend the night with you. I just wanna spend the night with you. Clock strikes, hits the number 9. I'm contemplating if I'm gonna make a move. You're looking so good, girl. Ooh, I think I could, girl, make this moment a very special moment. Yeah, a forever kind of moment that you won't regret. I hope you like it when I cling to you. I never wanna let you go, girl. And do you like it when I sing to you? You be so cute, I hate to have to leave. I'd rather say goodbye than goodbye. Yeah, girl, I'd rather say goodbye than goodbye. I'd rather say goodbye than goodbye. I'd rather say another minute. Let's just finish again and again. I'd rather say just wanna spend the night with you. I just wanna spend the night with you. I just wanna spend the night with you.
More music that you know and love from the artists that you love to know. Detroit's home, where local artists are always first. DetroitHotRadio.com.
All right. JaRay.
Yep, I'm here.
That song I'd Rather, man. It's a candlelight song. How did you write this song?
That song is actually based on relationship. Actually, not my relationship, though. It's based on someone else's relationship. And it's funny because a lot of people don't realize that artists don't always write about their own personal life. They write about other people's. So I was inspired by somebody else, a friend of mine just telling me about their, relationship issues or whatnot. And that's kind of where that song came from.
That's nice. I like that. I like that story. That's nice. Are you married?
No, I'm not married.
So what are your aspirations right now? What do you want to do? What are you trying to do?
I would like to be successful with my music career. I mean, that's my passion. That's what I want to do. I want to get to a point where, and it's not about fame. Like, I don't need to be famous. My goal is to just be successful, to be able to support myself and eventually my family doing what I love to do and not just working a job or something that I don't really love, that I'm not really passionate about.
You want to do you and get paid. This is what my dad told me. He said, when you can find something that you really like to do, you do well, and you can get paid doing it, you blessed and you never work a day in your life.
Some people just seek to be famous or be known. Like, to me, it's not really about that. I didn't say I don't want that, or like, if it happened, it happened, but I'd rather just be able to support myself and be financially stable.
That's a humble way of looking at it, and people appreciate, humbleness. You just keep doing the music, we'll make it happen for you, okay?
Right.
Now, this next song, Back to the Basics. Now, this song, y'all, ladies and gentlemen, gives you a glimpse of his talent, of his multiplicity, the things that he can do with his talent. And it's a beautiful thing. This next song, Back to the Basics, and you're going to really, really enjoy this song. And listen to the different types of movements in this music. This is the type of talent this young brother got. We're going to take a short pause for the cause, and right behind that is JaRay, Back to the Basics.
More music that you know and love from the artists that you love to know. Detroit's home, where local artists are always first. DetroitHotRadio.com.
Do you remember passing love notes to each other? I remember talking on the phone at night, making each other better. Now it's so complicated, we can't even figure out when we should be together, girl. Yeah, I remember you made me with the meals on. Dancing never felt so good to me. Let's get back to the basics. Oh, lovers do what lovers do. Better when we had no clue. Let's get back to the basics. Oh, that's me and you. Let's get back to the basics, girl. Lovers do what lovers do.
most music 24/7 by all your local favorites, like Anita Baker, Michael Henderson, Kim, and the Dramatics. If they're from Detroit, they're heard here on Detroit Hot Radio.
All right. Let's get back to the basics, man. I felt like I wanted to play my percussions on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got a nice rhythm, like nice little beat to it.
Yeah,
hustle to it.
Yeah. So, how'd you come up with that idea? Before you get started, we got somebody want to talk to you. Okay, we got to get these callers. If we don't, they get mad.
Okay.
Good evening, caller. Welcome to Let's Talk About It. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hello, this is Andrea, your social media marketing manager for Detroit Hot Radio.
Well, don't be shy about it. hey, this your girl right here, ain't it?
Yeah, how you doing?
Yeah, hey, ladies and gentlemen,
I'm
we got
doing fine.
ladies and gentlemen, we got Andrea LB. She's called in. She just couldn't help herself. She had to talk to JaRay. She's the social media marketing manager for Detroit Hot Radio. She single-handedly took us around the world with her stuff. She's one of the best in the business. Also one of the best graphic designers in the business.
I just want to welcome JaRay to Detroit Hot Radio tonight and just let him know how much I admire his music. Back to the Basics caught my attention, your CD. I thought it was the biggest prize ever, and I just appreciate your music. It's something that I think women should really pay attention to what you're saying. It do touch what other people are going through and how men feel about girls and how girls feel about men. And your music is just awesome.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
And also I want to say congratulations to all the nominees that you got this year.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
He was nominated by the Detroit Black Music Awards. The people nominated him by voting. He was nominated under what category?
Best recording song.
Okay, Best Recorded Song. I'm sure he's going to win more awards as he goes. I think he's up for a Detroit Hot Radio Award. Am I right, Andrea?
Yes.
Okay.
2018.
Oh, good. We're so glad you called. Now, JaRay, you were saying?
So this song, I have to give credit to my producer for this song, really, because his idea, we was just in the studio one day, and he was just like, man, you got to have something for people to hustle to vibe to, whatever. Something that got a nice groove to it, and we just, like, literally started from scratch with a line, and I think the line was, let's get back to the basics, and we literally started with that line and created a whole song around that line.
I think that line is fantastic. It tells people there's some basic things about love. We try to go beyond the basics when you're trying to live life. But if you get the basics right, everything will fall in place.
Right.
And that song says that. Now, this next song, I'm Not the One. I didn't listen to your whole CD. I just put the ones down that I like. We're going to listen to a lot. This is another one that's my favorites. But I'm going to tell you something, JaRay. I know you got a lot of music on that CD you gave me. That, what? About 15 songs, maybe?
16, I think.
Listen, I'm going to give you some wisdom here, but you can do what you want, but I'm going to give you some wisdom. Every one of those songs is almost a hit. But if I got the CD, only one of them going to be the hit on that CD. You got to make another CD with 15 songs and hope one of those will be hit. Stevie Wonder said this. He said, even though, you're going to get a lot of music, but he came to realize, he said, well, look, I'm putting a lot of hits on one CD when I can sell one hit at a time and have hits forever. Feel me?
Right.
We're going to do this next song. Do what you want, but I just wanted to pass that wisdom to you. With this next song is called I'm Not the One. And we're going to listen to this song. This is the first controversial song right now. He talking about he ain't the one. So we're going to find out what he's saying right there. This is JaRay. I'm Not the One.
Could buy you anything that you ask for, even though I could, I probably won't. And I could be the reason why you smile so bright, girl. I know you wish that I would, but I probably won't. I know the thought of it just drives you crazy, and it's not the way that it's supposed to be. I won't make this hard for you. I won't make this hard lifelong love decision with you, even though I could, I probably won't. I know it's sad, but I won't be the one to walk you down the aisle, girl. I know you wish that I would, but I probably won't. And I know the thought of it just drives you crazy, and it's not the way we planned for this to be. I'll make this hard for you. I'll make this hard for you. I'll make this hard for you. But I'm not the one. No, no, no. I'm not the one. Ooh, I know you want for me to stay, even though I could. I probably won't. So please don't make this hard for me. Please don't make this hard for me. No, please don't make this harder for me. Oh, 'cause I'm not the one. I'm not the one. No, I'm not the one.
The station where Detroit turns for music from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s, and where local artists are always number one. Detroit Hot Radio.
All right, we're back, and
I'm here.
I know people were kind of surprised. We did a 360 with that song that just went off. It's so pretty. It's so forlonging. How did you come up with that song?
That was another song that we just collaborated on. If you listen to the album from beginning to end, it basically is like a story. It's telling the story. It's like a roller coaster ride of being in different relationships, being in different situations, having different emotions. The final song, Not the One, is basically the end of that story. When you realize after you've been through all this ups and downs or whatnot, you realize that you not the right person. You're not the one for this person. So that's what the song is about. It's just the ending of the story.
You know, breakup is probably the saddest thing in a person's life, unless you just one of those crazies and don't care nothing about a person and, you know, go to hell, you know, whatever. Yeah, you know, breakups is one of the most saddest parts of life, man. On somebody's part, on both parts, you know. Especially when you grow apart and you agree to disagree and you have to leave each other because you agree to disagree. And so the best thing to do is say, well, you go your way, I go my way. But it's always painful. But when you don't want it to break up, when you really don't want it to, and the other person do, it's almost, some people can't cope with that.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you play any instruments?
I play a little bit piano, but I don't really, should have been taking lessons.
You can write your music by ear, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like I can write. I can sit and write.
When singers, I understand, you know, you're an artist and you just feel stuff. And when you write on that keyboard, man, keep doing it now. Don't stop because you don't have skills like Oscar Peterson. The fact of the matter is, when somebody say, do you write your music? Say, yeah. How do you do that? I do it on piano. That's enough right there.
Well, I mean, I have had some training, so I know basic theory and stuff like that. Like, I know chords and key and changes and all that stuff, so I'm not, like, musically illiterate. But, yeah, I do want to eventually get a little bit more serious about piano lessons. So.
That's wonderful. Because when you said theory, I was just talking to, me and Andrew was talking about theory a couple of days ago, I think. But when you talk about theory, that last song went where you didn't expect it to go, if you will. With theory, you kind of know where it's going to go. but you went against the grain. Like you took it somewhere. It was good, surprising, refreshing. It told the story passionately, and so you took it there, and that was great, man. Keep up with your music. Let's sound great. This next song, While It Lasted, I can come up with a lot of While It Lasted in a relationship.
Right.
So we'll let the people hear the song. I'm not saying anything. So ladies and gentlemen, this is JaRay, While It Lasted.
Fighting myself, trying to hold back how I'm really feeling right now. We weren't perfect, but I thought it was worth it to try and figure it out. Guess I'm losing, don't usually do this. It's not supposed to be this way. Me off guard, didn't see it coming, or did I go wrong? How can I move on when I got a billion explanations running through my head now? I cannot explain, I cannot explain that. A million explanations running through my head now. I cannot explain, if you let me explain it. Baby, let's just slow down, we can work this thing out now. I cannot explain, baby, let me explain that. A million explanations running through my head. Hope you didn't really mean it when you said it was good while it lasted. If I could change things, somehow rearrange things, I swear I would make it all better. Make it all better. Make you feel better, baby. If I could, I would write a new beginning and start a new ending. If that's what you want, I give you what you want. I know you're hurting. Let me make it right, baby. Got a billion explanations running through my head now. I cannot explain, I cannot explain that. A billion explanations running through my head now. I cannot explain, if you let me explain it. Baby, let's just slow down, we can work this thing out now. I cannot explain, baby, let me explain that. A billion explanations running through my head. Hope you didn't really mean it when you said it. I know you're tired of all of my excuses. You don't wanna hear no more of it. And baby, I admit I really took advantage of you and everything you had to give me. I'm begging, begging, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. A million explanations running through my head now. I cannot explain, I cannot explain that. A million explanations running through my head now. I cannot explain, if you let me explain it. Baby, let's just slow down, we can work this thing out now. I cannot explain, baby, let me explain that. A million explanations running through my head. But you didn't really mean it when you said it was good while it lasted. While it lasted. Hope you didn't really mean it when you said it was good while it lasted. While it lasted. Hope you didn't really mean it when you said that it was only good while it lasted. Oh, hope you didn't really mean it when you said. Oh, hope you didn't really mean it when you said it was good while it lasted. I give you what you want.
Music from all your favorites, like Uncle Charlie, Anita Baker, Anthony Hamilton,
Can't stay away from you too long.
and Vivian Lee.
Is it love?
If If it's real R&B, then Detroit Hot Radio is playing.
All right, JaRay,
Yes, sir.
how did you come up with that song?
That song was actually based on a real situation, realizing that you messed up and wasn't doing what you're supposed to be doing, and then when everything is over, you like trying to figure out how to make things better, and you're basically in your head like, I got all these explanations of why I couldn't do right, or why I messed up, or whatnot. So I mean, that's where it comes from. It's based on a true situation.
We're running out of time, so what's going to happen is we're going to go a little over because I just want people to, what? There's no show coming on after me. Hey, okay, Baby Is You. This is another one I like. We got one more after this, and then we're over with. But I just have to hear his explanation because they intrigue me. Now, this song is Baby Is You, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure you're going to enjoy this song. Here's JaRay with Baby Is You.
What is this feeling that I'm feeling? Hoping that it's real, it's got to be true. In and out of emotion, trying to control it. What do I do? This is new to me. Never had someone make me feel like I do. I'm not sure if I should hold on or should I let go. Baby, it's you. I find myself falling for you. I think I'm in love, it's got to be love with you. Baby, it's you, and there's no one else quite like you. I think I'm in love, it's got to be love with you. Each day is sweeter when I'm with you. Nothing comes between us. You are my muse. Pinch myself every now and then to make sure I'm not imagining you. Feels so new to me. Never had someone love me quite like you do. I'm not sure if I should hold on or should I let go. But baby, it's you. I find myself falling for you. I think I'm in love, it's got to be love with you. Baby, it's you, and there's no one else quite like you. I think I'm in love, it's got to be love with you. Baby, it's you, just the thought of you paints a smile on my face. So I think of you so many times throughout my day. Wherever I go, my smile follows, and everyone knows it's you. 'Cause I'm your cavard, and baby, it's you. You can paint the world with me if you please. Just promise you won't let the rain wash away with me. I'll be yours, and you'll be mine forever. Together in love, baby, it's you. I find myself falling for you. I think I'm in love, it's got to be with you. Baby, it's you. There's no one else quite like you. I think I'm in love, it's got to be love with you. Baby, it's you. I think I'm in love, it's got to be love with you. And baby, it's you, and there's no one else quite like you. I think I'm in love, it's got to be love with you. Oh, my bad. Got to be in love. Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Now that was a song.
JaRay?
Yep, I'm here.
You know I'm a blues artist, don't you?
I know you do. I know.
And you know you throwed that blues on us, man. That was great. Again, you have a way of surprises. And I love that, man. I've heard a lot of music. I know what I like. I like that. Blues is our music, for lack of a better term. Blues come from black people, okay?
Right.
So everybody can
Right.
relate to it. And gospel is there. It's all there. So when we hear it, we know it. You know what I mean? It touches us. As soon as we hear it, we like, oh, yes. Some people say, yes, Lord, or yes, baby. You know, whatever. It's still there, you know. And I like that song. Now, what made you come up with that one?
Now that song, that's like very personal song. Like from the first time I thought I loved somebody, so that's where the song comes from.
You thought you loved somebody. That's deep, man, how you write a song about that. Most people won't do that.
Sometimes I'm iffy about really putting my true thoughts and feelings into the music, but I realize that, you know, as an artist, sometimes that's the only outlet you might have. So that's, for me, music is pretty much the only outlet that I have.
Being an artist. Now, Andrea is an artist in her graphics. Some people are artists with the paintbrush, but we all release our inner feelings in our art, in our craft, or it won't be unique. Right. Okay, if you just copy off me, then you're doing like I do. But if you go deep within yourself, your own spirituality, you might find something. I really, really like that song. It's really spiritual. It really is. And I really like that you brought it home. What they say, down home. You know, you took it there. And that's beautiful. That shows how much talent you got. Now, we got this last song. We ran on time, but, you know, you're the guy, man, tonight. And I think people need to hear this music because it is surprising. This next song is, here's another one, You're Not Mine. Why do I like this song? We're going to see. This song, You're Not Mine. So we're going to have a station identification, and then we'll go straight into JaRay, You're Not Mine. You listen to Let's Talk About It. I'm your host, T. Pablo. Let's Talk About It is on DetroitHotRadio.com. We're sponsored by Accurate Advertising, Detroit Class 313 TV, Jaffa Cosmetics, and That's My Gem by True Johnson. We're powered by Full Spin Media. Got to pay the bills, brother. And we'll be right back after this.
More music that you know and love from the artists that you love to know. Detroit's home, where local artists are always first. DetroitHotRadio.com.
That enough is never enough. You're everything to me. My day is not complete when you're not here with me. My sky is gray when I can't see your face. I miss you, babe. Oh, when you stare at me and I stare at you, it's clear that you want me, you love me, and I want to. I think we're a perfect combination. No need for conversation. Let's just kiss the night away while you're in my arms, babe. Just me and you and you and me, and everything is peaches and cream. In my dreams, in my dreams, my dreams, my dreams. And then I wake up and all hell breaks loose. And then I wake up and all hell breaks loose. I'm not loving you, I'm not holding you, I'm not kissing you. You're not mine. about you, dreaming about you over and over again. Whether a dream or nightmare, I don't care, I wanna have it over and over again. Might sound crazy, but I'd rather sleep forever and love you over and over again. Please don't wake me, don't wake me, don't wake me, don't wake me, don't wake me.
Man, JaRay,
Yes, sir.
I'm so proud to be sitting in this seat talking to you, brother. And I'm so proud that I could do this, you know, for Detroit artists. First of all, how did you come up with this song?
So that song is actually another true story. Like, I literally was having dreams about this girl. Like, I was in a relationship, but I had never met this girl, never seen her a day in my life, but I was having reoccurring dreams. And so I wrote about it, and I put it in the song.
That's beautiful. I'm sure as young boys, we've all had those dreams. It's not a real girl, but it's the girl that your spirit would love to have.
I've never seen this girl in my life, but I can picture what she looked like and everything.
Wow. If you ever see her, you're going to faint.
Right. I don't know what I'm going to say.
You're going to faint.
I'm going to probably pass out or something like, wait a minute.
You're going to propose to her right there. That's a great song. Andrea, LB, you got anything you would like to say to JaRay before we close the show out?
I just want to say thank you. Thank you for sharing your voice with us. You know, it gives a sound that the music we don't hear anymore. Some of the music, yours is different.
Andrea, I wanted to say this and forgot, but you brought it up. Where have all the love songs gone? Now when they sing about girls, they just want to literally pull their panties down. I mean, they don't have that romantic, let me show you, let me court you, you look so beautiful to me. I mean, yeah, that's refreshing. Now go ahead, Andrew.
Yeah, he gives that, and also he gives a beat that makes you want to move. You know, I may be sitting there, if I hear it, and next thing I know, I'm up on the floor. You know, You're still talking about love, but you're getting the people to move, and that's really unique. I really enjoy your music.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
JaRay, is there anything you want to share about yourself, where they can find your music, where you're working at, where they can find to catch your show? Anything you want to say to everybody out there?
First, I just want to say thank you to Detroit Hot Radio. Thank you to both you, T. Pablo, and to Andrea for the opportunity to be on Detroit Hot Radio. Secondly, I just want to say I am working on my next 2 projects. I'm working on the EP as well as the sophomore album. I just hope people continue to listen and support. You can stay connected with me on Instagram at I am JaRay, on Facebook, same thing at I am JaRay, and
how do you spell JaRay so they'll know?
JaRay. The handle is @ and then I am JaRay.
Can they find your music on iTunes?
Yep, it's on iTunes. It's on all of the online media sites. It's on there.
Well, I'm glad you said that, because right there on DetroitHotRadio.com's website, not no Facebook, but the actual station website, you can purchase for 99 cents any song that you heard by JaRay. This is significant, JaRay. This is how you get your friends and family to support you. You say, well, look, It's just 99 cents. Give me some support. I won't forget you, number one. You're my people, and if I ever, make it, we're gonna, I'm gonna bring something back, And just keep telling them that. Tell them just go to Detroit Radio, buy my song. It only costs $1. I know you got $1. Maybe you ain't got time, but you gotta make some time. And just hook me up.
Right.
Make me a star for me. Hook me up. And I swear to God, I'm gonna come back and make it happen. See, a lot of stars, they never say that, but they got all this money. They never do anything, man.
Right.
They never do anything. You never hear from them. Once they become a star, you never hear from them again. I hope that don't happen to you, brother.
Oh, no.
All right. So it was wonderful having you on the show. We here every Monday night at 7 o'clock right here on Detroit Radio. We're trying to bring the best of Detroit to the listening public. We hope you enjoy what we bring. If you got any relatives or people that you know that's putting in the sweat equity to record their music and tell their stories, drop us a line. We're on Facebook, Detroit Radio. We got 2 pages. We got a group page that you can join. We got a fan page that you can like. You can leave a message on either one of those pages. We'll get back with you. Right, Andrea?
That is correct.
Okay. So once again, it was fun having you. And thanks again, Andrea, for sitting in and keeping us company. You got to do that more often. I enjoy it. Without further ado, remember to love your ancestors, love your family, love your neighbors, love the Creator. We got to love our craftsmen, the doctors and the builders. We need them. Love our talented children because they create some of the best moments in music and art and all these kind of things. It was nice having you on the show. We're going to end it with one of JaRay's songs, Back to the Basics. So, without further ado, good night, y'all.
Good night.
Passing love notes to each other. I remember talking on the phone at night.